We're back from Paris, and I thought I'd give you a little insight into kind of what we got up to with a birthday vlog. So this is what we actually did on my birthday. We went to Lalo, which is just down the road from where we were staying actually, for some breakfast. Now, I'd found them on Instagram because that's where I find most things these days, because you can actually physically see what places do, which is always handy. And I saw that they did vegan croissants filled with ham and cheese. So, you know, what better way to start the day? That's what we went for, which is those there. Now, they toast them up and everything. It turns out they do two different types. So Leo got the one that had ham and alfalfa sprouts in it, and I had the one that had ham and cheese in it. And, you know, they're a little bit on the pricey side because they're quite small, but it's also quite nice to have that little treat because I've not had these in years. So, yeah, it was a really nice way to start the day. After this, we went and did a little bit of shopping. So this was kind of our main day in Paris. So we got everything done. We walked miles and miles and miles getting everything done. We were heading off to Lush originally, but we found this little coffee place en route. So Leo got himself a big bag of coffee beans because we didn't find any of these in Italy. It was all pods, which was really weird. And we went to Lush because Leo, being all sneaky like he is, paid a little bit extra on the room to make sure that we had a bath, because we've only got a shower at home and I love a bath. So we popped in there and got some bath bombs for the next couple of days. Along with one of the charity pots, because it was really sunny. It's good as like an after sun, so we picked that up. Next up on the shopping list is tea. I'm a huge tea fan. Leo loves his coffee. I like my tea, so this was the kind of tea haul. We went to Palace de Thé, which we've been to before. This time, I mean, you can see in the background there's like all the little samples. You can like lift them up and smell them, and they've got some beautiful ones in there. So we got a sample of a green peach tea, and I got a big packet there of a vanilla rooibos, which just smells amazing. More walking. We went to a few different tea places. There's Palace de Thé, which we've just been to. There is the next place, which I'll talk about when we get there. There was a place that was recommended to us, but it was very kind of royal heavy, which is totally not my kind of thing. Funny enough, it was recommended by these guys at Cuppa. And there was another one which is recommended by our friends Aaron and Mitch, but they didn't have what I wanted in stock, so that was kind of a washout. Now, this place we found completely by accident while we were wandering around, and they turned out to be absolutely amazing for vegans. They did vegan lunches. They had their own homemade almond milk, which she brought this over and apologized for the latte art. Look at it, it's beautiful. But she even like poured a little bit out for me to try because I hate coffee, and they couldn't have been nicer. So that was a really cool place to check out. More walking about. Here's the other tea place, Laetitia. Now, this place was recommended to me by a friend while we were in Kyoto, and it turns out they have one in Paris as well. Now, they do a seasonal teas, so this will be their spring teas, which are all sakura and cherry based. So I picked up their cherry green tea because I'm not big on having black tea without milk, so I like the green one instead, and it smells amazing. It's like got a proper hit of cherry in it, so looking forward to trying that. Mostly today though, we just walked around, just kind of picking things up. Now, we had plans to go somewhere for lunch, but we ended up kind of walking a bit too far, and then we ended up in like the middle of nowhere, like vegan restaurant wise. So we did what we always do. We went to a local Monopoly and picked up some bits, because you can get vegan pate, biscuits, all baguettes are vegan anyway. So we just ended up getting some pates and bits, which was absolutely fine by us because we really enjoy it. Afterwards, we kind of stumbled upon this little park. Now, we've been here before. There was another patisserie place we went to the first time we went to Paris as vegans, and it was a bit rubbish, really. And we ended up in this park kind of sitting down having a brownie or something, and we stumbled upon it by accident this time as well. Now, this is where the day got a little bit interesting. Now, we've been wandering around and we've been seeing like streets blocked with police cars and police everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it turns out it was because there was this big march. Now, it was also in the news because the police got a little bit kind of slap happy, which is hardly surprising because they did look like they were itching for a fight. You can see here, there's loads of them. There's some in the road there, there's some on the corner here, there's some on the other corner behind the van, and there was even more behind us, and they were all in their riot gear and everything, and it was just a bit kind of horrible. So not entirely surprised that it kicked off. But anyway, on to happier notes. This is where we were on our way to, which is VG Patisserie. We've been here before. There is another video about this, but obviously the stuff will have changed because it is seasonal. So this was basically my birthday cake, and a cake for Leo, because, you know, who can resist? So Leo went for the like coconut bomb thing, and it had like passion fruit in the middle. It was just like amazing. I went for the matcha and raspberry. By the time we'd finished though, there was like a thunderstorm well underway. It was absolutely chucking it down, but I love thunderstorms, so it was no bad thing. But we'd already walked like 10 miles by this point. It's chucking it down with rain. We're in like vest, t-shirt and flip-flops, so we get the tube back, which, just in case you're interested, really, you get these wee tickets here, just little paper tickets, and you can just go on through. It's a lot like the London Underground in the way it's organised, but just in case you wanted to see this, it's quite cool. So with the train, somehow we ended up getting split up, so you'll be able to see Leo in the background waving, but yeah, it was not pleasant weather-wise, and we just kind of went back, sat and had our things. We picked up some Jetta from J and Joy, which is their new feta, some baguettes from the corner, and just some mustard and some tomatoes from the local shop. Now, like, while for like a birthday dinner it doesn't seem that special or anything, it really is, because I've been looking forward to going into J and Joy and getting some of their stuff, because everything they make is amazing. And finishing the day off using up one of the bath bombs. So that's really it. That's what I did for my birthday. While it's a lot of walking and, you know, nothing particularly posh or exciting, it was a great day and I really enjoyed it.